Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Living Millennially with StefKai. Thank you so much for the love, the support, the subscribing, the sharing. Really, you guys have my heart full, and you will hear my views on all of this in the final episode of the podcast. Remember that this is the podcast where we unlock the millennial experience one episode at a time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's StefKai, and follow me on socials at StefKai8. Well, today I have the recipient of the Prime Minister's Youth Award for Excellence, the highest award for youth excellence in Jamaica. He received it in 2022 in the field of arts and culture, and he's a fashion stylist. I have with me on my podcast, Neko Bootleg Rocstar Kelly.
Oh, thanks for having me.
What you ate for dinner?
I haven't had anything yet, actually. Yeah.
I love that. Love the hair. Love the.
Thank you.
Duh. And well, we're off camera. He said that he wore his Rihanna shirt to balance off my Whitney. So you know the episode is gonna be epic. Okay, so we start with a game of this or that. So I give you two options and you choose one and you tell me which one you prefer, okay? All right, let's get straight into it. Red carpet glam or street style swag?
Red carpet glam.
Why?
I don't know. I love a good production. I feel like red carpet glam gives me more of it's more intellectual to me.
So fashion can be intellectual.
Oh, very.
Yeah, we get more into that later on. Converse or Adidas?
Come on. Converse. Be for real.
I mean, look there, right?
Be for real.
Ackee and saltfish or stewed chicken?
Oh, I hate ackee. So
you
stewed
hate
chicken.
ackee? That's me.
I've never had it.
You never had stewed chicken?
No,
either?
never had ackee. I hate it. Just the sight of it.
Yeah, so stewed chicken then.
Yes.
All right then. Tulle or leather?
The rock star in me says leather, but the stylist in me loves tulle.
Tulle. Yeah, okay, great. All right, so Curry Goat, Oxtail?
Curry Goat. Oxtail is so overrated.
Jamaica's are going to kill you for that one.
But Curry Goat.
Okay, Anti or Loud? Which album?
Loud, because that is just, it was a cultural shift. That is the pop girl's Bible, period. Visually and sonically.
Can you say period?
Period.
Yeah. All right, then. And final one, Renaissance or Cowboy Carter?
It's too early to tell, but honestly, just Alien Superstar alone wipes everything off the map.
Diamond,
right?
It's not the pearls.
Just Cowboy Carter is instantly a song good album, but I feel like I've appreciated Renaissance over the period of time that has been released. So Renaissance right now.
What's your favorite song from the album? Renaissance.
I love Move because, like, come on, Grace Jones.
You have great music. I play this every day.
The Grace Jones feature, come on, and then
Move out the way.
And then Alien Superstar.
Yeah. And Grace Jones is a fashion icon herself.
She is the fashion icon.
She's that girl.
That girl.
Yeah. Rate yourself out of 10. Fashion.
10.
Singing.
6, 7.
Okay.
I can carry a note.
Let me hear something.
Right now.
All right. Driving.
Driving, I suck. I don't drive. I like to be chauffeured. I don't drive.
This look is giving
people crazy. I don't drive cars.
Yes. That's what we need. Cooking.
Oh, 0 out of 10. I can't cook to save my life.
And the last one, dancing.
Oh, I'm a 10 out of 10 with dancing. Careless dancing, yes. Like proper dancing routine, a 7.
Yeah, I love that. Give us a round of applause. Yeah. Okay, so we're having a conversation today talking about masculinity in the art space. I mean, growing up in Jamaica, we would have seen that once you say you want to do certain things like in performing arts or fashion and so on, you're labeled a particular way.
Right.
So growing up, did you have an interest in like performing arts or anything like that?
Yes, actually, this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I'm very self-aware ever since I was like very, very young. And I always had, I was always very enthralled by just the arts. Yeah. So at 5, 6, I knew instantly what made me happy and what ignited my spark. And then by 10, 11, I could articulate exactly that I wanted to be a fashion stylist. Yeah. So I've always, I was on the choir. I was always good in art and craft. I could make anything, even the box trucks, anything creative. My mom would tell you, I literally could do any and everything.
Yeah. That sounds great. I mean, like, even being, one of the leading, to me, and others are sure, leading fashion stylists in Jamaica. I feel like you have positioned yourself in a place that you have earned the respect of spaces that are dominated by men, even tapping into the dancehall industry. So talk to us a little bit about that. How do you maneuver those spaces?
Honestly, I would love to give you a think piece answer.
Yeah.
But I literally just show up as myself, and that's just what I give, and I'm here to work. That I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
Allow me to do that, and then just pay me and I go home.
Have you ever been disrespected?
Behind my back, because I'm very confrontational. It's the Aries in me. Like, yes, I'm very confrontational.
I will throw hands.
I love to check people. I love to be like, yo, what's wrong? Are you uncomfortable? What's going on? I'm like that. But no, I've never really been disrespected. One time, but it was behind my back, was a conversation, and they were like beating around the bush, and I had to go and be like, yo, what's going on? Like, I don't have time to waste. And then, but it was weird. But I've never really experienced any blatant discrimination to my face. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the space in Jamaica, like, masculinity is so frail. Because, I mean, like, even though if you look at some of the dancehall artists, the fashion is changing to compete with, like, international standards. I see some dancehall artists wearing pearls.
And cropped jackets and shirts. Like,
and I mean, in 2024 in Jamaica.
Cropped. I love that for them, though.
Yeah. And I mean,
clothes
like.
for wear.
Yeah. And I mean, like, an enabling society that, like, clothes is just clothes.
It is.
And everything is a performance. Like, it doesn't make you anything.
We're all in drag.
Yeah. I love that.
We're all in drag.
I love that. I performed from I was at a young age, like singing, right? And growing up in the performing arts space, I just see that sometimes we are limited, like in terms of how we express ourselves. So even you expressing yourself in this way, I know a lot of people are looking up to you. I know you don't like to feel pressured, but it's just like you living in your truth and authenticity with your passion, your creativity and all of that. And I just love that because as artists, we must be free to express ourselves. They say that this is the place of the greatest culture in the world, but yet still, we can't do it sometimes.
I always tell people, if I cannot be myself, I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to feel like of course, time and place, but time and place in terms of just like, it can't be too loud because come on, everybody, read the room. I understand that, but I can be myself completely through my art. And like even doing Rockstar season, that's how it really came about. I was just tired of my clients not giving me the opportunity to push them all the way. So I just did it myself and I became my own muse, and I did everything from wearing a wig to being naked to putting a snake around me. It's like I would not want to live my life and not say I was able to achieve and conceive the highest possible creative version of myself.
Yeah.
I could not I cannot live with myself knowing that I have this concept inside of me, and because somebody's going to think that that's too queer, that's too weird, that's too like whatever, for me not to do it, I'm going to do it. And this is why it shocks me all the time when people say like, oh, that is so iconic, that's so groundbreaking. I'm like, I'm literally just being myself. But I have to understand that by just being yourself sometimes is the advocacy and the rebellion a lot of people need. And it's not always just going and talking on a mic and waving a flag or a placard. Just being yourself in spaces that don't want you to be yourself and holding the same ground that a lot of people want to bury you beneath in itself is just inspiring to a lot of people. And I've come to that. I've accepted it.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that people are inspired by me.
Yeah, I always say to people that
nice.
Advocacy comes in many different forms. You don't have to be on Twitter doing a think piece all the time. It can just be a subtle thing by the shoes you wear or a ring or a chain, Or
just refusing to follow the status quo and just step outside the line.
But who sets the status quo?
Who sets it? The majority. The majority, but you know what? Sometimes it takes just one person to just step outside that straight line, and another will see, and then they'll step out, and then it builds like a domino effect. And it takes guts. It takes guts, and a lot of people don't have guts, and a lot of people care too much what people think. But I don't care what people think because people don't think. So Yeah, I just do my thing.
When you say you don't care what people think, you genuinely mean that?
No,
nobody online has ever made you feel
no capping. Like I'm coming from a family where I'm coming from a family where I could always be myself.
Yeah.
Of course, there are conversations and there are little setbacks because your parents don't want you to just be so blatantly queer and just expressive because it's a representation of their parenting and just a conversation they want to avoid with a church member or a person from the lane. But I grew up with a dad and a mom who were like super expressive in terms of like what they wear and the things they say. Like even my dad's side of the family, they're very, very funny people, very expressive, very dramatic. And I was never muzzled growing up, and I was allowed to just be my authentic self.
I think that's a good thing because in the Jamaican context, sometimes even just growing up, like sometimes we don't realize that our parents can become our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're there to rebuke us and keep us in line, but like your mother can be like your Keke partner or you sit down and chat stuff.
My mom is my child now.
Yeah. Well. Trust me, my mom.
She's a heavy load child.
Actually, like, did you eat today? Did you do that today? Yeah.
I'm like, be nice to your church people, girl. Be nice.
In terms of like going back to a little bit on the nakedness, because you say sometimes you have to, bear that nakedness. When you do that online and you disrupt the space, how do you feel deep inside? Like, do you post the photo and then like, all right, I'm not gonna hide my phone for 10 days?
People have such a preconceived idea of who I am. I kid you not. Like, I know my body's snatched. I know I look great. I look amazing. But like, I don't do it for tongues to wag and for like people. I don't do it for shock value.
For heads to roll, yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, this idea is perfect for this. Like, just like me in nothing or in this. But I love to just like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll press post and just be like, okay,
let's wait and see.
Watch them gag.
Let them see.
But also, I want people to understand the think piece and the intellect behind what I do. It's not for like I don't care about likes. There could be 5 comments on a post, and the 5 comments understand exactly what the concept is than one bag of art eye emoji, and I respect the 5 comments more than 50, 100 art eye emojis.
Yeah, I just find that too Jamaicans sometimes can be limited in their thought because they'll see the international people do the same thing and they go crazy over it. But if a local person do that, no, why you do that?
Listen,
I know that's not people culture.
No shade, but there's nothing.
No shade and tea.
Sip. There's nothing Lil Nas X have done that I haven't really done.
And you're standing on that.
I'm standing
10 toes down.
It's not no shade to Lil Nas X. I'm just saying. And then people be like, if you're having a conversation with like somebody in Jamaica, they'll be like, oh my God, him just groundbreaking, iconic. But when you do it in that space, because I'm only like 4 miles away from you and I'm a little bit more attainable, you think that it's not as impactful.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, I even like with a lot of like outfits that I've done and I've seen it on red carpets and featured in Vogue, I'm like, okay, I see the vibe. But what that does for me though is just to say like, you know what, Nico, you are either neck to neck or ahead, but never behind. So
you're the star of the game.
I am.
You are the rock
period.
Star. Inspired by Rihanna.
Let them know.
Yes, you gotta let them know. Touching on that, going back to what you're saying though about your dad, sincere condolences still for that.
Thank you.
Just the support of a male figure, somebody going into like an industry that is considered feminine, I think that's a really big thing to celebrate because most men in Jamaica, like for instance, my father, most times they miss all of my performances. Most time my mother is there. So even you having having a father that really supported your vision from the get-go, like talk to me a little bit about that.
I remember one time when I think I had a male reggae artist that wanted to do a video, and I proposed that they should do it in the community where I'm from. Because my dad is a fisherman by trade. That's what he used to do, and he used to be a fish vendor. So when I told him, he was so excited to start call up everybody and start arrange everything. Like that was his because I'm going into a space as Bootleg Rocstar in his space where he makes his living, so he was proud to even want to make sure me put the do on, you know what I mean, like that.
You know how parents are.
Yes. So having a dad who, and then my dad is not a man of many words. He's not, but just by, he's super protective. And he has never tried to tell me what to do. He just always made sure that I was doing the right thing. And the right thing, not like what is right by society, but what felt right with me. And that also had either full-on or remnants of respect to who I am at my core. Yeah. So once I'm honoring myself, that's all he cared about. Like, I'm just being like true to myself and not disrespecting who I am and going against what I believed in.
I feel like you're getting so big in terms of like just your brand, everything. You feel Jamaica limits you?
I have a visa, so.
Yeah, 10 years.
I mean, come on. Yeah. But I'm, you know what, Jamaica, it doesn't limit me because I can do whatever I want to do creatively. But what it does, it discourages me a lot because
like pain in your heart.
It really, really does. And when you see like people just accepting the average creative, like the bare minimum, it's just like very unfortunate to see. But we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have, just like how you have like a Forbes 30 under 30. We need a Gleaner Observer 30 under 30 or something. Like, people need something to aspire to.
I saw you were talking some time ago about Youth View Awards should be coming back. Like, bring back those things to celebrate the culture.
Bring it back. Like, we don't want to always run firing. But we have to, because they have the platforms, they have the Vogues, they have the Harper's Bazaar who's going to feature us. And even the stuff that I do, I got to write up. It might not. I don't think it's out yet. It's not out yet. In Days magazine about my Rockstar season. Nobody in Jamaica, no published newspaper or whatever in Jamaica is going to care enough to feature my Rockstar season. So those things people want more than the average space fillers for creatives. But this jewelry collection is out now and two look a picture. No, people want their stuff to be seen and heard and understood and respected.
Yeah. And you know what's the funny thing? I find that sometimes Jamaica can be such a hypocritical place because even when the international stars pay homage to Jamaica, like in their fashion, it's a whole thing about cultural appropriation. Because, like, for instance, Gwen Stefani recently was in a video with Shensia, and even when Adele posted this, picture of her in Bantu nuts, and and people are going off. So, as a fashion designer, when you see international people doing things like Jamaican or Caribbean, don't you feel good?
I feel great.
Yeah,
I love it because one, it shows that the culture is not dying. And two, it's a wake-up call because we take everything we have for granted. Everything. And especially the government, because Brand Jamaica literally is carried by creatives. Singers, dancers, painters,
stilt walkers, everything.
Everything. That's Jamaica. Nobody care about nothing else when it comes to food, all the creative culinary stuff, right? When I see that, I'm very much happy, but also it's two sides to the coin. I'm happy that the culture isn't dying, but it's sad that the culture isn't advancing because everything I see that a foreigner replicates of Jamaica is from the 90s. She's like, okay, we haven't moved on from the 90s.
Yeah, because everything is still in that festival song era, like, kind of.
Why everybody thinks that,
even though like festival songs, we can't get like some modern, more modern kind of festival song. Everything I still have that I'm a banjo, that kind of feel.
And I appreciate that because that has its space. When I come to the airport, I want to hear that.
Yeah.
You understand? But just like, come on, like give young creatives the platform to regenerate the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what you're doing.
I try.
You're making Josh drop.
I try.
Literally.
Thank you. I try.
You said this before. You tackle the mind before you tackle the closet. Explain that a little.
Because like people think that styling is so shallow. It's not shallow. There's so much conversation. There's so much. I call it sartorial intellect. You have to know what somebody's comfortable with, where they want to go, how they see themselves before you even try to go for your outfit. Because going for one rack of clothes and then when they bring it, it doesn't match who they want to be, their body type, what they're comfortable in. Because why would I give somebody something showing their belly when I know for a fact that they're not comfortable with that? So you have to just have the conversation. I have it all the time with my clients. I'm like, what do you want to achieve? Like visually, like what are you comfortable with? Who's your inspiration? And from that, I can tell like what the steps that they need to take. And then I'll be like, you know what? Let's try this, and we'll have the conversation and not just bring clothes. I'm like, oh, that's sexy for your girl. Wear that. It's never that. It's very, very, it's deeper than clothes. It's deeper than fabric. It's deeper than prints and name brands.
Do you own the set? Because sometimes, creatives or like, stars can be they can be divas. So like, they may call you to do something, but...
Oh, no, I don't play.
Okay.
They don't have to ramp with me.
Okay.
Because if you're coming for me,
you
silence
them.
Not in a negative way, no.
Yeah, no,
but just like,
because
are you going to let me do my job?
That's your trade. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, why are you calling me to tell me how to do my job? Let me do my thing. And I do understand sometimes I'll meet them halfway because I know like the rock star in me will go all the way sometimes. Because I know like, even if I've just met Nadine Sutherland, the queen.
Big up Nadine.
She was so like scared to try some things, and I always saw Nadine 9 years ago. How she looked now,
and she never missed it,
and she never saw herself now. But I saw beyond what she thought. Like, come on, like girl, like you could give easily Tracy Ellis Ross vibes every single day. But it took some time for her to see that, because you know what, she's an artist, she's a singer,
and
I'm
still
a stylist.
boxed into that Jamaican context of how you must look
exactly
as a certain age woman or anything like that.
Right. So I love people to allow me to do my job, because I'm not bootleg rock star by letting people tell me what to do.
Yeah. I mean, you got the award LGBTQ Person of the Year from Equality JA. I mean, like, standing in your truth and all of that. But as you say, you're not loud with your advocacy. It's still very polished and, I'd like to say, tasteful.
You know what? Let's not use that word, because I don't like that narrative where it's like, you should only, if you're a queer person, this is the approach you should take.
Yes.
Because I do appreciate a vulgar, loud, in-your-face, careless,
out there,
skittle advocacy, because some people need to hear that. But for me, my power is through just existing. So I appreciate all forms of advocacy, but the one that I know that I can easily do that is impactful is just existing and being myself and just letting people know that, you know what, you can be in a space that doesn't want you to be there and you can thrive. So yeah.
I mean, you're at the stage now where, like, I don't know if I can touch it, but I'm going to ask the question. You get into catty fights online sometime. Some time ago, you fell out with one of your muses. I'd like to say, can I call her name?
Sure.
Aishana.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Wow, what did you want to say?
Yeah, what happened there?
You know what?
She's controversial queen and you're a controversial king.
I know. We're such twins. We're twin flames. She's a Libra. She's a Libra. So Libra and Aries. So listen,
I'm a Libra.
We're literally the same. Aisha and I were literally the same person. Literally the same person. But how that started was misunderstanding. And then just her overthinking and jump into it. And then my response was just like, not trying to talk it out, but just like fire back with fire.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an Aries, right?
Yeah.
So that, and then like I said, like we're twins. Like our egos just wouldn't allow us to sit and talk it through.
Yeah.
So we avoided each other for like 5 years.
5 years? You avoided Aishana for 5 years?
5 years. But you know what
like
was
none at all, no talking,
nothing. But you know what was so great about that? We never disrespected each other during that time. And every time somebody comes to me and asks me something about her, I'm pretty sure she can attest to it.
Yeah.
I've never had anything bad to say. I always say, that's my girl. I love her. So, and sometimes things do happen for a reason. And it felt like we didn't even miss a beat.
Okay, just pick up right back.
And it's so funny how we just fell right back into it. Just somebody booked me for a shoot. They tell me it's Aisha, and I'm like, God, should I do this? I showed up to the shoot. She showed up, and we just literally, just did the shoot. It felt like old times. And then we left that shoot knowing that we're back.
So that's how you made up?
That's how we made up.
At the shoot?
And then she said, no, not even at the shoot. I did my job. And then we're cool and talking and laughing and whatever. Because when on my shoot, there's no bad vibes. I don't care who no one talk. I get the job done. And then when I went home, I was like, oh my God, I love her. And I missed her. Aww. And then she sent me a message on Instagram and said, I hate how much I love you. I'm like, bitch, we're back. We're back.
Back on track. I love that though, because sometimes, you see these things online and everybody's just all into it. But like, at the end of the day, it's the 12 and a half squabble, not the internet and you.
But this is why I'm saying I really don't care what people think, because the same people that were like dogging me and dogging her, when I post that I'm styling her, oh my God, you guys are two so iconic together. You guys, the same words say yes and no. So people not matter me. I don't care people want to say, I don't care. 99% of them now book me. So I don't care. I'm in a business. But yeah, that's how it is though. Everybody felt they have access to you.
Yeah.
And to your life on social media. Enough people want to see a downfall, So a lot of them, when them see that there, they must say, oh, because Aisha used to do iconic, great stuff together, that don't know, that mash up, that gone.
And you know what I find in Jamaica? The moment you elevate your hype.
Yeah.
So you literally could have owned a jalopy car today, and tomorrow you get a Toyota, hype. And everybody's like, boy, go on like him.
Minimize.
Yeah, like Jamaicans is like, we don't like to see progress.
Nothing, everything for me is a win. I'm coming from zero, so everything for me is a win. I don't care, because I'm not sick on nobody. Listen, F humility. F that. I don't care. Because I'm not humble and hungry. I'm sorry. Not doing it.
And I scrape up butter dish at that time.
And I know I got my designer stuff that I can wear and I can flex on them. I'm gonna wear it. I don't care who wants to say this is not the time and the space. I create the time and the space when I arrive.
Yeah.
I am the moment.
Yeah.
I'm the dress code.
And you know why you can appreciate this now? Because you know what it felt like to be that at that level.
Exactly.
I love that. As millennials, because you're a millennial, I remember you from UE days.
I'm 15. What you talking about? Excuse me?
I remember you from UE days when you used to pirate. When you used to pirate Sue and those girls and so on. And from then I knew that you were going to be somebody of purpose.
Why
and
you like that?
Yeah. You want me to tell you what? I can spot people who are gonna be great. So like even seeing and you being on this podcast, because guys, it was a whole thing to get him. So like even being here.
He said I'm a diva?
No, no, you're not a diva. Okay. But like to book him was like, woo, gotta go through management. It's a proper thing. But I just knew because like from that, it's same thing with like Alkaline. He was a part of your group.
I know,
and like,
it was in my class.
And we saw him coming in class and we wondered, where's Alkaline? And then all of a sudden, like he's the biggest dancer. Yeah. So like even that, you remember Charmaine Henry?
Yes.
And she passed away, So even like seeing you on UE campus and just seeing I'm like, yeah, people can say whatever they want. But like even me on this podcast journey, people are like, why are people listening to me? And all of that kind of stuff. I do have haters out there too, right?
I know I don't like that word haters. Well, I don't like to give them energy. I don't even like that.
Let's talk about that.
No, I don't like the word haters. I don't like to talk about them. I don't care for them because everybody claims to them hate me. Always in my DMs, message requests. Oh, you're my inspiration. Like, me live too long.
Oh, so for these people come and say you're an inspiration, even though
Who?
What?
Trust me. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
But let me tell you what most of my dislike, like people that dislike me, what it comes from.
Yeah. They can't get you.
No, not even just, yeah. But hold on. Not even just romantically. When you don't engage with people how they want you to engage with them, you're hype or you're the villain. So somebody will see me at Chilitos or wherever. I'm like, oh my God, I love you so much. I appreciate what you do. I respect that. And then I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll move on. I never move on.
You forget more.
If it's a friend, what you do tonight and
go out with them. Give me a number so we can link up again.
Right. And then when you see them, out of respect, because me, when I'm quiet, I'm being respectful.
Yeah.
When I see you doing anything I don't call to, it's me being respectful, not me being shady. So when them see and introduce themselves to the one time, them see again, it's like, oh, you know, I made a call to you, or you're not called to me. And then you become a villain because you're not engaging with them or they want you to engage. And I've developed this thing and it's so sad, but it's so effective. I have a meet and greet personality.
I love that.
It's like
you don't turn away nobody.
Yeah, it's like, hi, how are you? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I move on. It's like, you know, like...
And do you genuinely mean it? Or it's like just carbon copy?
That's always my reaction, because I'm like, I don't know if people know, but I don't like to hear praises about myself. I don't like it. I don't like people singing me praises. I don't like people putting me on a pedestal. So if people see me in person and be like, oh my God, I love what you do. I want to talk the wall around. Me just clip it and be like, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to move on from it. Not because I'm hype, but because I just feel too self-aware and I don't want to get lost in that hype of just like hearing too much things about myself and becoming comfortable. So yeah, that's that.
I love that, because even like me, like sometimes when I sing at places, as the event done began. Come in on the whole, oh my God, good job. Yeah. And I mean, like, people used to say me dark and fufu, but it's just like, it's a lot of energy, you know, because it drains, you know.
I try to balance it a little bit.
Yeah, because like, it's a lot of energy that people take from it, even in the congratulations. Because it's like, all right, when will this wrap up now? Because I'm actually tired. Like, me just want a whole day of shooting. Like, me can't go home now. But people just see you as a celebrity and like you have a battery and you just go.
Oh my God.
And you're not tired. You're not hungry. You're not nothing.
People want me to be, if me at the grocery store, people want me to be Bootleg Rocstar. They want me to be caption. They want to talk about client. What are we? That man there, that woman there left and got married to somebody else. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. People have no chill.
I mean, like if they look at your Twitter and the way how you like class some of them people where have those celebrity shows and stuff.
No, me calm down, you know. I know me not drape up in a class and I bring down people flat, you know. But like, they don't know. Like, people can tell you about me on Twitter in my early days. I was ruthless. But you know what? There's so many people that used to say negative things about me and I clap back. And then, him answer me and send screen grabs to people who they don't know are my friends. I say, what's your name? Answer me. Like, they just want the response.
And my thing is like, how long will the hate last? Cause you ever get up every day and talk about the same person?
Forever. But how what it takes for them hate me and the argument done. Yeah, them supposed to hate me. I don't care. Like, I don't care. That's a you issue. You got to work on that, because I'm not going to pay a therapist because you hate me. You're going to pay them because you hate me. You don't know why. But a lot of them, let me tell you, and then like I said, I hate to put myself on a pedestal. I hate to talk about myself most times. But it's just like, I know for a fact that a lot of y'all are inspired by me. Y'all love what I do. But the thing is, you just don't like that it's me. And a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of queer people, because let me tell you, this is not to push the narrative that people love to, queer people bitter and bad man and jealous and whatever. But if there are 100 people in the world, 50 queer and 50 straight, 48 straight, have given me so much love and appreciation and just like admiration, and 5 out of the 50 queer, give them a props.
Listen, you see the phrase "don't hate, appreciate." Sometimes people actually don't hate you. It's just that they can't fathom the thought that they love you.
Because you know what it is, and they don't understand that. They don't see the bigger picture, that I am who I am mainstream in spaces that usually wouldn't allow people like me and you. And this is the advocacy that you need to come behind me and do the same thing and greater. Because let me tell you something, there'll be a greater stylist than me. There'll be a greater one. And after him, there'll be a greater one and a greater one and a greater one. My job here is to be the greatest me. You know? And I don't own the industry. Me don't want all the cake. Me catch colic. Me can't eat so much. Me can't name it off. You understand? So people just need to understand that, you know what? Him existing in a space, being unapologetically queer, is making it easier for me. And it's not a thing where it's a competition or, I'm too low, why am I have to do this, why am I have to do that? I'm doing it because of you, because you wish you could do it, but you can't. And why you can't is because you don't allow people, and give people the support in those spaces to evolve and be the gatekeeper so they can let you in.
Yeah. Are you paid your worth?
I am paid my worth.
Because you know, Jamaica is that type of place. And smaller people
and this is why I automatically became a celebrity stylist. If you think about it, because
that them have the coins.
Them have the money.
Yeah. And I mean, realistically speaking, let's just be honest.
Right. So
no pun intended.
Yeah, I'm paid my worth in the space of Jamaica. Because you have to understand, what overseas stylists charge is triple what our maximum rate, like what we think our maximum rate should be, is. So when a stylist would charge overseas like 10 grand for a shoot, we're charging like 3, 4, 5. You get me? But in
and
the
people
context
still
of
ball,
Jamaica, yeah, and them still ball, but me don't care about balling because me love pass them tears if I wipe them tears. But in the context of Jamaica, it is enough. It works. It's fine. I live very well.
Yeah.
And I work very hard. And I've never had any other job for me, man. Me never sing I watch a clock yet till I reach 5 o'clock for leave. I've been a stylist since I was 18, 19.
So after university degree, you're like, well, whatever.
During the university degree, I was a working stylist. I wasn't bootleg rockstar, but I was just like somebody who's just trying to be somebody online and doing good work. But I've been a stylist for my first year in college. I was styling.
Yeah.
My first major job was Massacre Conscience with his shoe line. That's why nobody know Massacre.
Yeah.
Maga like a stick. But nobody knew him. But everybody knew Conscience. That was my first real photo shoot. And then right after that, I assisted on Tess and Chin when she won The Voice, right after she won The Voice. So I came through the gate
running hot.
Really hot. So it was easy for me to navigate into the celebrity space and charge what I'm worth because I have those things under my belt.
Yeah. And then you have the credibility to like nobody can say, yeah, try.
Right.
And even though you're bootleg now till you're the real thing.
Come on. Come on.
So we have this thing where we talk about the millennial mindset moment where I just want you to look in the camera and just encourage queer people, people want to maybe go in the fashion industry. Like, what are some things that you can say that you've gone on your journey so far to them?
Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Do not follow the hype. As a creative, you have to know that creativity and what you think is creative, what you think is dope, is dependent on you. Not on trends, not on who has the most likes, not on who gets the most attention. You have to be your authentic self. You have to completely immerse yourself into who you are at the core. Because if me follow people, whatever things I do, I wouldn't even know it, or have that attached to my name. And to my queer people, never feel like you have to not be yourself to be successful. You can be fully who you are, and when I say who you are, it doesn't mean you can be vulgar, you can be quiet, you can be feminine, you can be masculine. Whatever you describe yourself as a queer person, you can succeed in spaces. It's hard, I know, but you know what? You have to be the change. If you want to be the change, you just have to make up your mind and say, you know what? I'm going to do what I need to do and be myself at the end of the day, because you can sleep knowing that everything you've garnered, everything you've achieved, you weren't cosplaying, you weren't trying to be a character, you were your complete self and you achieved that. And you'll be fine. You'll be complete. Trust me, you'll be fine.
Hey, the U degree pay off,
May I tell you, look at Language Communication Society. That's the boy that done. It's bad to bad.
Oh my God. You work with some great people. Stefan, I love Stefan. I'm a big fan. So that mango video that you did. What was the inspiration behind that?
So a lot of people don't know, but I didn't even style that video.
Oh.
I didn't. I was the art director. So I gave everybody their homework and what I wanted to see, I wanted it to be. Even the big hair, that was inspired by Diana Ross. That big dramatic hair at the opening. So I created every single set that you see, I designed that in my head and put it on paper.
And you know what's the funny thing? I think people just see you like as a fashion stylist, but not know that you're a creative director.
I am a grand machine. People don't know, I'm pop my collar a little bit.
No, you have to. You've done it.
I'm a grand machine. Mm-hmm. Every single thing that they, like, even photo shoots, I produce it. Me get the people and me hire the people and most of the people, me hire them. Me say, that person is perfect for this direction. Let me bring them on. From the concept to find the references, to all them pose, to all it edit, army.
I love that.
Army.
I love that.
From even the makeup, like, a makeup artist cannot move unless me send them the reference, because we're not gonna make the clothes and the ear don't match. And overall, that's creative directing.
Yes.
And it's another thing to say they don't know what they're doing. They do know what they're doing. They're amazing at what they do, but everything needs a script.
Yeah.
And I provide that.
Yeah. Before we head into the final part of the episode where we have a fun game for you, we're not making you leave without sorry? Oh, we're not making you leave without, play something fun. Is there anybody who inspired your journey?
inspired my journey as a creative.
Yeah, or like what you're doing now.
I remember, so it's a little sequence. So I remember at 6 to 8 years old, somewhere between that, I used to pass this bar every day coming from primary school, and I used to see this poster in it, and there was this woman that's posed like this, and she had like a little brassiere top like and a red panty thingy. And I didn't know if it was a man or a woman, and I was so like intrigued by it, and I kept stopping at the bar every single day, just looking at the photo, trying to understand like what and who is this, and it was Grace Jones, and that ignited. Just like I didn't know what a photo shoot was, but I see the picture and said, "Yo, what is this?" I'm so intrigued. And then, when I started watching America's Next Top Model, I could articulate exactly what those things were, and I could identify. It was like a light bulb. Oprah says she has an aha moment. That was my aha moment. When I watched American Next Top Model, I was like, this is me. This is my life. When I saw Jay Manuel, I'm like, this is my life. At 11 years old, 12 years old. And I was just determined to be that person and just be in that space. And this is why, too, I love to do the concept things for Rockstar Season, because America's Next Top Model is all about concept shoots. So this is my little homage to America's Next Top Model, just me doing Rockstar Season.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell me a little bit about the Rockstar Season that's coming up. Who are we featuring
Mariah.
this season? Mariah!
So
it's
first,
time!
It is. I can't do that, no, but it's time. So I think this will air after it drops. So I'm recreating my favorite Mariah Carey album covers, blonde wig and all. Yeah, not though. I'm recreating.
Can I see one of the photos?
Oh my God. Where's my phone? Pass my phone.
I wanna see.
Pass my phone. I'm showing you the one I'm gonna post tomorrow. So let me show you the reference first. Let me show you the reference first. This is the reference. Should I show the camera too?
Yes.
This is the reference. Right? And oh my God, this is me. Wait, let me turn the light up. Yeah.
Go on his Instagram page to see. Yeah, you're posting that tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a fun game to play. So, are you ready?
Oh my God, no more while. I can't be myself.
All right, so if you had to refresh these people's style, to share how you would tackle it. Derek Morgan.
I love him. I don't want to change him. I love the carelessness.
Just that's how he is.
Yes, make him stay. Just give him more fried rice and pork t-shirt.
Yeah, fried rice and pork.
Yes,
fried rice and pork. Bike man, you to bike man, video bike man.
Make him steer.
Mark Golding.
He needs to look a lot more. He needs a lot more structure. Suits, debonair. I love more structure in the shoulders in his suits.
Do you think Andrew Holness has it?
Repeat that.
Do you think Andrew Holness has it?
Next question. Dancing Rebel.
I appreciate Rebel's style because here's what. It's very unbranded. It's very her.
Yeah.
And the people that appreciate and follow her, she appeals to them.
Yeah.
So her street style, sexy, androgynous Tina Taylor vibes works perfectly for her. I wouldn't touch her. She's fine.
Yeah.
Auntie Donna.
Oh my God. She needs to migrate now she needs to transition now into Oprah. She needs to be at the Oprah level. Like Oprah. Like Susan was trying to do it, and Susan did her thing, and still doing her thing. Yeah. I feel like Donna could be like at girl Mother Teresa.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
I love that.
Yes.
At girl Mother Teresa.
Yes.
What about Lisa Hanna?
Oh, she's perfect.
Nothing.
Oh my God. Don't you dare ask me about
the
touching
queen.
or changing anything on Lisa Hanna. Where's me a PMP? A judgment.
PMP. Skeng.
For Skeng, I love that grimy aesthetic he has, but I want more flavor. I want more intention. Because he does get it right sometimes. I need consistency and intention from him. Yeah.
Two more. Russian.
I don't see an issue with Russian. I feel like his brand, like he's a producer. It's very behind the scenes, and because he's so talented and great at what he does, and he's an Aries. Listen, Aries people.
So you're the Aries ambassador.
No, Aries people just get it. So with him, and he has great style for what he does.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything about him.
And finally, when I get to know my feelings, it turn around Shensia.
Oh my God, I love her. Her stylist, no. Oh my God, she gives me chills. I think her name is Faye or something like that. I said to her at her album launch that whoever is styling you is doing a great job. She looks amazing. When I tell you that girl is pulling archive pieces, that girl is pulling the latest Marc Jacobs, Versace, Balenciaga. Because listen, the styling culture in America is completely different from out here.
Yes.
So me telling that girl what to do, with an outer order, Shensia is a 10 out of 10 with her style. 10.
And finally, me. Whoa.
Okay, so let me drill you. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna drag you. I feel like your style is very debonair. It's smart. It's minimal. And you like clean pieces. I would love to see you edge it up a little bit more. But you know
Get in that era.
Listen, you know how NBA stars dress when they're coming out of or walking into their.
Yes.
I want to see you do that. Like if you're gonna wear a button up, put a bomber jacket over it. And a baseball cap with the button up and trousers and like a nice smart shoe. That would be so edgy for you.
So for the next episode, that's my outfit.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Nico.
Thank
you so much,
me.
Bootleg Rockstar, for gracing us with your presence. Tell them where they can find you on social media.
Bootleg Rockstar, Bootleg ROC, no K my Rockstar, STAR. On all platforms.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Living Millennially with StefKai, Bootleg Rockstar, the man himself, like greatness. I mean, I really should be more kind of like that. But remember to follow us on YouTube, that's subscribe to our channel, that's StefKai, and of course follow us on all socials. That's me, StefKai, at StefKai8, and of course on behalf of the news, sports, and production team, thanks for joining. Until next time, can we just get a America song to close us out?
Let's do the runs in emotions. Can you do the whistle note? I was gonna be like, treating me kind. That's it. Lord, I can only offer the lower register right now.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you for having me. That was a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
That was really
Thank you.
I
You
hate
were
to
great.
do these things, but when I do it, I enjoy
You're like,
it.
you want to do it again?
Wait, hold on. Pictures with your phone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now stop this.
That was dope. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that fully.